And I never forget, one of the people I interviewed was a woman who had grown up in Germany during World War II. And I had just interviewed a Holocaust survivor the week before who had actually been, and I mean, it's a very hard story, but I want you to know it wasn't all just good stuff. She, as a teenager, had been raped on a train by Nazi guards while her parents sat there and had to watch in a railroad compartment car. I had interviewed that woman the week before, and now I'm interviewing this woman who had grown up in Nazi Germany as the daughter of a German officer. And of course, I had some immediate preconceptions, but then Elsa began to tell me her story, and she talked about how her father had deserted the family when she was only 5 years old, and how her mother had been a very cold and unloving person, and how all through her childhood, all through her teenage years, she had felt deeply unloved. And then when she was 17 years old, she said, I had this epiphany. She said, I realized I had no power to get other people to love me, but I had the power to become a loving person. She said, and I thought, if I become a loving person, if I give as much love as I can to the world, maybe that love will come back to me. And then here I was interviewing her at 73 years old with a wall full of pictures of all the love that this woman had created in her life, not just her family and her friends, but strangers. She was a hospice volunteer when I met her, sitting with people who were dying at the end of their lives, and she had really built her entire life around love. Let me give you some great advice. Be a loving person. Make that run through your veins. Make it your mission to lift people up. I love what Bonsi, a 75-year-old woman, said to me. She said, my mother told me when I was young, every person you meet in your life, do good if you can, but always do no harm. This simple thing has guided my life. And when I heard that, I started asking myself, I meet a stranger on an airplane. Could I just add some value to that person's life in some small way? If I just meet someone for just 3 minutes in my life, can I lift them up a little bit, but at least always choose to do no harm in my life? What a great mission.